welcome to the stream, guys. There is nothing better than a good iced coffee in the morning. I got my iced coffee. We're good to go. How is everyone doing this morning? Well, it's my morning, since I have people of everywhere. How is your day going? Personally, I'm just waking up. Because it's early. For me. Adulting coffee equals coffee or die. Soda helps too. Not gonna lie. But I prefer coffee. So does tea. Tea helps too. So, I am announcing a new series that I am doing. And that is why I'm drawing Sailor Moon today. So, the series is called What If Series. And it will start off as a shorts comp. It will be shorts. I haven't drank soda in probably 5 years or so. Those are rookie numbers. I'm just kidding. I have, in the past, had a soda addiction, so I have to be careful. Because if I start drinking it, I have a hard time stopping drinking it. But once I stop, I don't feel like drinking it. Like, I'll drink it and be like, oh, this doesn't taste good. So, I don't know. It's just weird. Anyways, so I'm starting this series. They're going to be shorts. And then, they're going to be basically start off as shorts. And then I'm going to do like a shorts compilation. Hello, Evox. How are you? You have no idea what's happening? I don't either. To be honest with you, I have no idea what's happening either. You know what? I probably better share... I probably better share the fact that I'm going live, because if people don't know, you know... Nice background music. That's all made by Winter. You don't feel good? I'm sorry you don't feel good. I was talking about, I'm starting a new thing. A new series. It's called the What If series. So basically, what if this happened? That's what this series is called. So I'm making Sailor Moon, and the idea is, what if Sailor Moon was Sailor Rainbow? So I'm gonna draw Sailor Rainbow. That is what I'm doing. Where is my channel? Going live. Oh, it automatically did. Oh no, that's Winter. Never mind. Thank you, Winter. Oh, you shared it. Thank you. Yes, and Blue Badger. I have not officially met Blue Badger, so I don't know who Blue Badger. Do you guys see? Okay, comment if you guys still see the stream going, because it said my OBS disconnected. Am I still live? Did I lose connection? Stream is having seizure on my end. I know, it said OBS was, OBS disconnected. It's reconnected. I don't know what's going on. Sorry that if it's, like, messing up on y'all's end. Alright, I'm gonna set up. And no, Winter, we're probably not gonna do backgrounds. I hate to disappoint you. The background's gonna be rainbows because it's not gonna really be Sailor Moon. It's gonna be Sailor Rainbows. I'm making a another art piece of something else, another what if. I think y'all will like it. Unless y'all think Sailor Moon needs to be something else. I mean, we can do Sailor Cloud. But I think Sailor Rainbow would be like the easiest one. I'm already doing a goth character, so she can't be goth. Resetting YouTube seems to have fixed it. Okay, that's good. I think it has to be galaxy based if I were to be real, because she is from the galaxy. I mean, she is Sailor Moon. All right, we're starting. I'm still setting up. I'm sorry that my stream spasmed on you. It said OBS disconnected, so I'm not entirely sure what that was about. But it wasn't happy, whatever it was. Blue Badger is a real-life friend, and it's his online alias. He's the dude I told you has to duck doorways. Oh, he's the big guy. Okay. Little purple galaxy guitar. That sounds awesome. I want a galaxy guitar. I don't even play guitar, but I would totally have a galaxy guitar. I'm gonna move my camera so it might look weird. Okay. Anything he can't do, we fill with Fiverr artists. I mean, I'm glad that y'all have him. Sounds like he's very creative. Man, I'm massive on this page. My wing is like taking up the whole screen. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna try to draw this. I have a hard time drawing 90s anime because one thing about 90s animes is they all have this like big eye syndrome. It's not, I mean, like, it's not, yes, anime has big eye syndrome in general, but like a lot of 90s animes have like, look at how massive her eyes are. Like, they're just like elongated. And I have a hard time drawing them because it's not my style. Maybe I will draw a background for this, just to make Winter happy. It's always complaining that I don't have backgrounds. Ugh. I don't know about y'all, I am not a morning person. I'll defenestrate you? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. You know, I'm not a morning person, and lately I've been getting up early in the mornings, earlier, but I have a hard time getting up. And I was wondering this morning, I'm like, who else has like a hard time just waking up? I hate the act of waking up. Throw out a window. So, what are you saying? I just feel like I just struggle when other people don't struggle like I do when it comes to waking up. Background or out the window? Well, I'm drawing, I think we're gonna make Sailor Rainbow. So, maybe she'll have rainbows in the background. I feel like I was saying, I feel like I struggle more than the average person of how to wake up in the mornings. Maybe not my brother. One of my brothers, like, he has such a hard time getting up in the mornings. Me, on the other hand, like, I don't know. I just feel like other people don't struggle like I do. And that it's just easy for everybody else but me. Don't throw me out a window, please. Just because I don't feel like doing backgrounds, ever. You know, I learned that it's okay. I'm a character artist. Even though it's only illustrative/anime, girl, you need to use some shape language to do shape language study at some point. It will have to break your plateau. You say I'm plateauing? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I do with my mornings. What gets me is afternoon work. I think that's the coffee. Like, coffee does it to me, and I think the reason why coffee does it is because you get like this short burst of energy, and then by like noontime you just don't feel like doing it. So I'm gonna comment on your plateau comment. So my goal is to make... Hello, welcome to the stream. My goal is to make content for you guys. Not necessarily to develop my art. I know that sounds crappy. If it happens, it happens, but I feel like I spent so much time trying to make my art better, and like it amounted to nothing on Instagram. And because of that, like, I've gotten to the point where my goal is just to draw and make content. And I think that I can draw characters well enough to be able to do that. However, I will say, Winter, that like I am willing to take a winter's course to get better and to fix this plateau you say I have. She looks like she's falling. She looks like she's like falling. There we go. As far as like that picture, the one I drew with the unicorn, I feel like what I meant by that picture, so you're saying like it was at the peak of my art. I don't know if that's what I said in the video. I want to say more of what I meant about that picture. And I know it's hard to portray what I was trying to say. What's it called? I'm thinking about, I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to say. So I had a particular style back then, and I've deviated from that style. And I guess a part of me, to be honest, feels a weird part about it because that's kind of how I wanted my style to go. And then when I let that style go, and have done what I'm doing today, I feel like I don't know, like it's kind of robbed me in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, because I kind of wanted to do that style, but like I haven't in a long time. And that was kind of the style I was going to do for my art in general. Just do a 30-second language, shape language. Ethan Becker has a good one, and it applies to every character you would do moving forward. Just improves your proportions by understanding shapes better. I have done these studies, and I have found that they don't help me. I'm not trying to be mean in saying that. I have done them, and I have found that, like, I'm a messy artist, that, like, I draw things, and then I redraw them, and then I reshape them, and I feel like they don't, maybe they do help me, I've done them, and I felt like they haven't really helped. And I know which ones you're talking about too. I believe the ones where like you're doing these lines and then you're doing, I mean, like, I don't know that they have helped me. I've done them before, and I used to draw that way, like where you draw proportion lines, and then you draw boxes. Don't get stuck on it, don't lose sleep over it, but my comment had nothing to do with styles, rather what I see in technical applications. No, I'm not stuck on it. I'm just trying to I'm just like talking about feelings about it. It's just feelings. As far as like shape language, is this what you're talking about? Like where you draw everything in boxes? That's why I suggest to Ethan Becker. He has scratchy, messy, doctor hand writing concepts arts before he finished pieces. Very Disney anime studio. Okay. Yeah, I can give it a shot. Some of the ones I've done, I'm like, they just don't work for me. I have tried them, and I don't know why. There's one that was like, oh, okay, I understand. But like even faces, like every now and then I'll do like the lines for faces like this. And then I'll do, I'll draw like that. But then like as I've continued to draw, I've stopped drawing guidelines. But I'm not sure if that's what you mean by shape language. Do you mean like guides for the body, or do you mean like drawing shapes? I don't really know. I know what you're talking about in essence. I've watched Sam Does Art do shape language. Your content is out of this world. Thank you, but I'm not interested. No, not boxes. Rather, how shapes communicate with vanishing lines. I have more complex for realism on my Patreon. The shapes of the body communicate with single, dual, and triple vanishing lines. Okay. Because to me, shape language is just the shape of what you're drawing. So I guess like what I'm trying to understand is what you mean. I don't draw a lot of guidelines. But if you're not talking about guidelines, you're talking about something else. I used to draw like this. I used to draw with like when I was trying to learn how to draw a body. Now, a lot of times how I do it is I sketch and then I do a lot of reshaping over time, just reshaping, and that's probably not the best way to go about it, but that's what I do. That's the basic part of it, and a lot of artists know that, but don't know what to do with it once they have that. Vanishing lines, focal points. Okay, that is something I do agree that I struggle with. Focal points is definitely something that I can get better on. Because I've always wanted to draw in weird angles and stuff, and I do agree with you, like that is something that I am not great at, focal points. But like what I don't know is how, that's something I would have to figure out how to get better at, is like a focal point of like a character. Like looking straight on, I can typically draw it. Or looking, I mean, like this isn't really a focal point. I'm just saying like a focal point where like you're looking up at a character or down at a character. Yeah, I'm not good at that. So the TLDR, make your shapes follow the focal point and you'll sail in skills with minimal effort. I know you're a lazy artist. Yeah, I am. I think I'm getting what you're saying now, Winter. I think I'm getting what you're saying. Yeah, I have not done a lot of focal point art. But I also hate to say this too, like, I feel like a lot of artists out there that do, like, art and they post, I'm just saying, like, Instagrammers, for instance, will make a lot of art, and there are those that excel and do those focal point art, and there are those that just won't. They don't do them. And maybe that's what makes a good artist from a bad artist. I don't know. I wouldn't say bad. That's not really the word. Maybe that's what the plateau is, right? Like, maybe that's what the plateau is, right there. I would not bad or good artist. I'll say it this way: a lazy artist, like me. Focal point art, yeah. I'll have to look at his stuff again. He's got really good art stuff, for sure. And yes, perspective separates artists regardless of style, experience, and so on. I believe that. I believe that. That I understand. Where do you think you lie in all of that? Like, if you were to give yourself, Winter, if you were to give yourself, like what do you call it? A rating, how good are you at focal point art? And, like, be as honest as possible, because I'm just curious what you think. But W.Lop also does minimalist lazy art. He's just so freaking good. Unless the simplest brushes, but just absolutely smashes through everything. He has amazing art. He is beyond. I think he is what I would consider an art god. I think he is amazing. And I think he's way better than I am. Art in general, 7 out of 10. Focal points. So you think you are a focal point? I mean, I would consider 9 out of 10 pretty close to, like, mastering it. Okay, we're gonna take a look here. I'm going to pull up on our Discord Roaster Toast, because I think you posted it. Are you talking about this one? Winter, are you talking about this one as being like a focal point where the hand is in your face? I want to know. Anyone that understands them can pick my focal points out. I will send you my dynamic poses to post and show. W.Lop is Wop. How do you say his name? Wop. Is 11 out of 10. You know what? I think that's it. I think that's it, Winter. I need to understand poses. That's 3 times focal, a horizon, 1 km, a baseline, and a forward for shortening, and that's also absent of the background. So these concepts, I 100% agree with you, Winter. I struggle. I 100% agree with you. I think that those concepts are very difficult for me to understand. I can do some, like, foreshortening stuff, but, like, typically I do struggle with that. And maybe that's just something that I will look at your stuff and like understand how to get better. By the way, how am I supposed to roast or toast that? I don't even know how to roast or toast your art. I will be doing a roaster toast video very, very soon. So if you guys have your art already picked out for me to roast or toast, I'm going to plan on filming it probably today or tomorrow. So get those links in as soon as possible. I sent you a link to my poses. You'll see how 9-10 I get. Okay, I'll check that out. So, I have watched some Sailor Moon. I watched the newest series, Mouse Drawer. No. This is Procreate. This is Procreate. I've seen some damn, I thought I finally found one of those people. Are you saying my art looks like it's mouse drawn? I don't know what that means. I'm just getting my shapes down, guys. I'm just getting my shapes down. I don't think you're gonna find a lot of mouse drawers, to be honest. That is probably a skill in and of itself. I used to mouse draw back in the day. Can't roast or toast mine. I can roast or toast. Yeah, I know you can. Okay, I could roast or toast you. But you have great art, so it's gonna be hard. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be hard. That's why I said I'm glad you actually gave me criticism for that one video, because I was expecting some like smirky comment of like, your backgrounds look terrible. It's like, okay, we already know this. Just looking for people who draw with mouses. I can't be suffering alone. It sounds like you need a pad to draw. I don't know if you have any money, but I highly recommend just getting a simple iPad mini. They're literally like, I think you can find one that you can draw with for like $300. Then you gotta get the pen, which the pen does cost a little bit. It's $100. So at $400, you can get an iPad mini and you can get a pen. There are now pads and tablets now that you can buy for basically around $100, $150. They're the cheaper brands, but you can get them. I mean, they're relatively inexpensive. If you have something that already draws on a computer, I would not stick to mouse. If you have a phone, there are phone programs that you can do with your hand or a stylus. Mouse drawing is a talent, and I'm gonna say mouse drawing is a struggle. I used to do it when I was a kid, but I don't anymore. That one's Santa painting. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Look at those crazy MS Paint artists. You are probably suffering alone. I used to mouse draw for a trophy shop. Oh my god, never again. That's hilarious. Y'all guys are funny. I would never. Like, if I had to mouse draw, I would just choose not. Like, I would just not, okay? If I had to mouse draw, what I would do, I would just draw on a real pad with a real pen. I'm already used to drawing with a mouse, though. I'd rather not switch. Are you part of the Discord? I think you should post in our Discord. Winter, would you be able to link our Discord? If you do, I would love to see your mouse drawings. And I'm pretty sure everyone on Discord would love to see them, too, if you're willing to show them. If you're really that good at mouse drawing, I want to see it. I will totally, dude, if you are good at mouse drawing, I will make a video of you and your mouse drawings. Illustrator, my beloved vector art forever. Y'all are so funny. Rose, you need to check out MS Paint mouse artists at some point. I've seen some of it, and that's like God mode. Listen, you need to post your stuff on Discord. I want to see it. I'm all about it. If you're this good, I want to see it. Guys, y'all are making me nervous. I have like 16 people watching me. I'm like so nervous right now. I have like no one on Twitch, but I have like everyone on YouTube. I feel so loved. Vector is S tier for laser engraving. Okay, maybe, okay, you know how you said, Winter, that I need to do a left-hand drawing? Never claimed I was good. I still want to see it. If you want to post in our Discord your drawings, I would love to see it. I could probably make pixel art with like mouse. Hold up. I will share the Discord. I'll share the Discord. I hope, and I'm not saying you have to, I hope if you're old enough, because I think you have to be old enough to be on Discord, that you will post your drawings. But I think maybe, okay, you know how you said I could do a left-hand drawing, right? Maybe I should make a video on the challenge of mouse drawing. That sounds like fun. Watch you're like secretly a master at mouse drawing. That would be insane. I've seen the MS, you're on the Art Pup Discord. Oh, okay. You're okay. If you want to join our Discord, you're welcome to. You don't have to. We're doing a roaster toast soon. I'm doing a roaster toast on the Discord, and I'm also we share our art, and we're coming up with other video ideas, things like that. Now you have me curious. You have me wanting to like find artists that can do this and do it well. That would be so cool. I've seen some crazy MS painters, like ones that still use MS Paint, and like it comes out looking like a masterpiece. I don't know how they do that. It's probably Wallop, Wlop. I don't know how to say his name. A disguise to show us all up here. We're all peasants. Show us Show us peasants how you do it and how you're so good. By the way, she is not Sailor Moon. She's going to be Sailor Rainbow. There is a pen tool in Procreate. It's all what? How do you not know? How do you say your name? Tonkerg? Tonkerg. How do you not know? Do you... Look, it's all done with Apple Pen. Unless you're going to use your finger. I mean, this is like, you could use your finger, but I wouldn't. I can't tell if, like, you're, like, a really good artist and you're pretending or not. I can't tell. You can emulate Procreate on PC and use a mouse for it, but depending on your PC, it'd be laggy AF. Why would you do this? I use Illustrator, man. I don't know what to tell you. Look, if I did a pen thing where I didn't use a pen, like if I did a mouse thing where I didn't use a pen, I would probably, what I would probably do. You okay? What I would probably do is I would probably use just MS Paint. It would be an MS Paint challenge or like something like that. Use something very simple. I'm probably not gonna get Adobe Illustrator. Golly, this hand looks atrocious. I use Adobe and Corel when I was working in a trophy shop. Illustrator was way better than Corel. Use Adobe Forced AI with everything here. No, like the pen tool, you drag it around and use to create shapes instead of lines. Okay, Procreate, you have to actually draw it. I mean, you can do a shape. I don't know if this is what you mean, but like if I draw a circle, I can make it a perfect circle. If I draw a line, I just draw a line, hold it, and it makes a perfect line. I don't know if that's what you mean. Or if you're, like, for programs that you're drawing circles and squares and triangles, like, that's how you do it in Procreate. You draw the circle, and then you hold it, you touch and hold, and it makes a perfect circle. I don't know if that's what you mean. You don't use a tool to make a circle. Now, in Clip Studio Paint you do. I just don't use Clip Studio Paint all that often. I don't think I'm good at it. I used to love Clip Studio Paint. Now I prefer Procreate. I've gotten used to it. No, we draw very differently. So, like, how do you draw? mean, your tool is the brushes. Yeah, I mean, you have, okay, look. You can the thing about Procreate is you can import shapes. So, like, if you wanted to import, like, this is a brush set that I bought. I don't know where the brush set is. If y'all know, it's probably the brush set. The brush set is from Etsy. So, like, I can do moons, hearts, and it's just a stamp. Like, this one is just a stamp. So, like, if you're looking for, like, a circle or something, and then you make it big here, say how big you want it. So if I want it, like, that big, there you go. That's a stamp. So, like, yes, it's kind of cheating, I think, in a way, because you're not really drawing it. Like, if I wanted to draw something with bees, I could make these, like, the honeycomb. So, like, you do have shapes. If I have coffee ones too. Look, coffee. I think she needs a coffee. There's your coffee. I don't even know why I got this one. I literally have never used the coffee one. I don't even know if I've even used the hearts one, or I've used the snowflake one. Rose versus English language. Bruh. Look, I not only have slight dyslexia, I have, like, speech impediment too sometimes. That's a joke. Like, literally, I can't talk. Imagine drawing, but instead of, like, using brushes and painting like a normal person, you become deranged psychopath to draw like you're assembling a Lego set. That sounds like extra steps. Holy effing brush library. I have so many brushes. My favorite brush set. I actually have all these brushes, but I don't use them. Use it for the coffee tier list. I need to make a coffee tier list. 100%. Let's see. I'm trying to think. My favorite brush set is the Whimsical set. And I got this one. I had this one in Etsy. But it's got sparkles. I love it. Anyways. I'm too lazy to get custom brushes, so I just use the default ones. I understand that. I didn't like the Procreate brushes, although they say you should be able to draw regardless of the brush. I just didn't like their brushes. They're the ones that it came with. So I bought a bunch of different brushes to help me basically draw the way I like to draw. Her hand looks massive. Looks like what's that look like, a video game? The one with the big hands, cup kid, the cup boy. I just use defaults. Don't feel bad. I do make my own for line art. I need to check out your brushes, cause like you have brushes, but I need to check them out. Y'all might hear my baby in the background. She's like playing with her toys. She's having the time of her life. She's the chick in My Hero Academia that grows her hands to slap people. Can you imagine what she could do with those hands? I'm just gonna leave it there. Alright, let's do some line art. Line art. The baby. Yeah, she's the baby. She's the baby of the channel. And she is the happiest baby on the planet. Sometimes she's a brat. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes she is the baby brat. But, she is the happiest baby on the planet. And I attribute that to me because I'm the happiest person on the planet. I eat, sleep, and breathe happiness. Diaper trebuchet. She does the gator roll more than the trebuchet. Man, I had to clean up the other day the worst diaper mess I have ever cleaned up. I'll just leave it at that. It was bad. It was the worst I have ever dealt with. Wait till she walks and she's full load, butt slamming to the ground. Ugh. Don't tell me this! Looks fire. Thank you, Penguiner. I like your, like, is that a ghost? What is that picture? I see a little witch hat. That's adorable. I want to see. Is it a penguin with a hat? What is that? It's adorable. For some reason, it won't let me look at it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's a penguin with a hat. That is so cute. I love it. You have a cute little penguin. Penguin with a witch hat. I like it. I think it's adorable. Did you make that yourself? Thank you, thank you. I need to read your name. Sorry, I'm slightly dyslexic, but so I have a hard time reading things. Bashira's random show. That is like, so do you have a show? I want to know. And is it random? When is the moist critical? What does that mean? What does that mean? We gotta be careful with saying those types of words because some people don't really like those kind of words. No, my sister made it for a year ago. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We have a Discord. Those who are artists, we have a Discord. You're welcome to share your art. You're welcome to be a part of my roaster toast, which I'm baking here in the next day or two. So if you guys are interested, those who are tuning in, you're welcome to join our Discord and be a part of that. If your sister likes doing art and wants to share it, she is welcome to do so there. No, Moist Critical is Penguins. Oh, Penguin Zero, huge YouTuber. Oh, okay. I know who that is. Why? I didn't know he was. I guess I hadn't been watching him that long. I didn't realize that was the same person. Low-key, one of those things she ever did for me. It was originally for my logo. You can't draw? You do poetry thou sometimes? I mean, hey, if you want to join the Discord, you can post your poetry. I'm sure we would have some poetry lovers. This is the Discord if y'all wish to join. Poetry is art. I do agree. Even if you can join, if you like art, you don't need to draw. Just come and enjoy the artwork. Yeah, y'all are welcome to. Poetry is art, though. We also have a VTuber section. If y'all are VTubers, I'm gonna do a rate your VTuber. And then we have like we also do have other VTubers that like to do things like play Peak. Katie's big into Peak. I will post a poem section. Well, we have to make sure he wants to join. I mean, unless y'all have poetry. I would say probably poetry and music lyrics is probably the best thing. Because music lyrics kind of encompasses poetry too. Unless you're like, wrong, Rose. They're two separate, very different things. You're wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help. Bruh, I write and I'll drop a poem, you versus the English language. That's so mean. I'm a PNG tuber. It's pixelated model for me. You know what? That's fine. If you want to drop your PNG tuber, I will rate those too. Not gonna lie, my sister's gonna graduate this year, and last year she couldn't even survive without help from me or my mom. Well, it sounds like she needed your help to graduate. So now I might have to graduate early through a school program. I see. But don't hurt yourself, okay? It sounds like your sister needs you. All your teachers were deaf. So, teaching is a hard job. I will say this. You're either a teacher because you love it, or you're a teacher because you have to be. It's one or the other, right? You either are a teacher because you love it, or you're a teacher because you have to be. And if you're a teacher because you have to be, it's hard. Because you almost have to have a passion. North American teachers in a nutshell. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like here teaching is very hard. Especially like kids like misbehave nowadays, the way that they misbehave. I can't imagine what teachers have to go through. I thought about doing it once, and then I heard this is what happens to teachers, and I'm like, nah, not doing it. Not happening. I've taught like once or twice, both times I was forced. See, there you go. You're just proving my point. You either teach because you have to, or you teach because you love it. Sounds like you were forced, so therefore, you taught because you had to. Some people are saying to bring back corporal punishment. Okay. Well, okay. I will say this. I think that teachers don't have a good way of teaching kids, and this is just my personal beliefs. I think a lot of teachers don't really have the tools that they used to have to basically keep kids in line with the rest of the class. And I feel like a lot of kids nowadays are very disruptive in class in general. And unfortunately, because of this, it disrupts the entire class. and then there is no learning. Because there used to be tools in place where, like, you could sit a kid in timeout, but then it's like, if you sit a kid in timeout, well, maybe they're traumatized by the timeout. I don't know. But I think that there has to be things in place to help teachers be able to keep a class in line. And I think that the school systems have taken away power from teachers. And like, there was a day when teachers did have corporal punishments. I think that draws a very hard line, because if a teacher is abusive, that would be dangerous. I'm just saying, because it's not your child. And there is a dangerous line between what the child, what the teacher does versus, like, you know, that's just a hard thing. I don't think that would work. I do think, though, that teachers do need more tools. And I think the problem with the entire thing is that teachers don't really have a whole lot of power. I feel like there's a lot of parents out there that don't teach their kids how to behave. They just let their kids do what they want. And so it's always the teacher's problem. Natural selection. Are you saying natural selection? Timeout sounds like a reward more than a punishment nowadays. Sit in the corner and sleep, say less. Okay, actually I had a teacher who, like, said it this way. Instead of timeout, sit them in front of the class. And if you have them stand where the whole class can see them, it's embarrassing. And so if you embarrass the child is less likely to misbehave in the classroom. I thought that's an interesting thought. The current education system here is now sad, at least here. A bunch of freaking callous running around. My whole school are just babies. I think a lot of the problem is parents aren't parenting. Ultimately, I think that's the biggest issue, is parents are not parenting. And then I also think, like, when you have parents that don't parent and, oh, little Timmy can't do wrong. Because back in the day, if little Timmy did wrong and the teacher said little Timmy did wrong, then the parent would be on board with that. Be like, hey, little Timmy, you got a bad scorecard. You need to do better. And I think that we've lost that. I think we've lost those concepts in our society. Inclusion and exclusion in a nutshell. So nobody's focused. Well, okay, focusing, I've actually heard this I've heard this from a teacher, which is very interesting. The focus from kids is, I think a lot of it has to do with technology. Because kids used to be able to focus a lot more. And one of the teachers I talked to, she said she actually tested how long a child could focus, and over the years it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And a lot of that has to do with, like, technology. Now everyone has, like, no attention span. So the problem with that is reality, kids need to, if you're going to have technology with children need to, and adults too, not just children, everyone needs to kind of have, like, time away from technology. Because what technology does is it gives you a bunch of endorphins. And so sometimes you got to, what's the word? Like, you have to, like, get away from it and just touch grass. Yeah, consequences of the digital age. To be honest, pre-calc is understandable. I think that I got a B. Rose, you should read my poem. I put my heart and soul into it. Is it about me? Do I want to know? Is it about me? I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think corporal punishment is the answer. I think that teachers need some sort of tools to be able to keep their class in line, whether or not that is taking the child out of the situation or it is some form of something where they can say, okay, you're not a part of this anymore, or it's embarrassing, or it's something that basically changes the behavior of the child. Visual Ventures has some great videos on consequences of the digital age, AI slop, and conditioning of kids' content online. And darn right, it's about you. I wrote exactly what I wrote. Rose versus the English. Oh no. Do I want to read this? Do I want to read this? I don't know if I want to read this. Alright, let's see. Rose versus the English language. Rose speaks in Texan slang because she struggles with the English lang. Dyslexia as her reading like this. If you hadn't guessed, this poem is a diss. I'm gonna give you a mad face. I'm gonna react to that. What? It's not one of my options. I'm gonna give you a pukey face. There we go. Pukey face. I spent a whole 20 seconds on it. Ugh. I don't understand. I gave you a pukey face on that one. Did you like my Texan slang on my last short? Did you not see what I linked? The Texan slang Wikipedia page in the comments? That's a thing? That's a thing? There's a Wikipedia page on Texas slang? I didn't know this. So is there a Wikipedia page on like Canadian accents? Molly Golly in the farm, you know. Where is it? I'm looking for it. Y'all got them wiki page. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's called Speaking Through Maple Syrup, bruh. But y'all got that real maple syrup, not that fake stuff. I bet y'all like look at like fake, like the high fructose corn syrup, maple syrup. I bet you guys look at that and be like, that ain't maple syrup, that's some weird schnup. Yeah, it's called Speaking Through Maple. Oh, I already read that. Hello, first time chatter. How are you? I am drawing, she's gonna be Sailor Rainbow. She's Sailor Moon, but she's gonna be Sailor Rainbow. There's a Merkin sugar venom. Can you have high fructose corn syrup? Is that a thing? Because I know it's like illegal. It's not legal in every country. By the way, speaking of like corporal punishment. Oh yes, I am also on YouTube. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. So y'all were talking about corporal punishment. I actually went to school. I went to a high school that was taught by nuns. I'm not even lying to y'all, okay? I was taught by nuns, and I kind of halfway wondered, and they were so sweet, okay? I'm going to say this too. The nuns were extremely, extremely sweet. There were times I wondered if they had a ruler, would they have whacked me? Probably. They probably would have whacked me with their ruler, and I would have been like, oh no, what did I do wrong? Because I always tried to be a good kid, but man, I had a Latin teacher. She was feisty. And like Latin was hard for me, because Latin, with one word, you have like hundreds of endings. And so I'm sitting there trying to learn the language, but it's really hard. And somehow the nun she just passed me. She was like, whatever, you pass. But I think she knew like I didn't really get it. My grandfather was a Latin teacher back in his day. So that's why we took Latin, but like I never really got help from him. So I don't know. Maybe Latin wasn't the choice. I was scared of Spanish because I can't roll my R's. So I was super self-conscious. So I ended up taking Latin. I thought I linked the wiki. Apparently I linked the entire Texan accent, a video named Accent, the Accent Quickie. I don't even see where you linked any of this. You're dyslexic though. You actually fail. It actually said fail. You just read pass. No, I passed. I passed Latin. Otherwise, I'd still be in language today. Probably not that bad, though. You know, Japanese is a lot of fun to learn. I'll say that. But Latin is not that fun to learn. This is a limit of mine. What is? Hello, welcome to the stream, Kaizaki. But I'm telling you, if she had the chance to hit me with a ruler, she totally would have. She was that feisty. But I love her. Like, I love her. She was a great nun. Unfortunately, she is no longer here. But I love her. Question. Y'all think people are worse than academics? Or is the school system just worse now? So I went to private school. As you guys can tell, I have no idea what public school is like. So if you were to ask me what public school is like today, I would not be able to tell you other than what I've been told. And I feel like it's hard. It's harder in some ways. Because another thing is, like, when you go to private school, a lot of those students have goals, like they want to go to college, they want to get in the best colleges to an extreme. And so like the type of student that you have in those dynamics are just different. It's just different than like public school, where you probably have kids that don't care that they're going to college or not. They just want to get through it, or they don't even care to even be there. I tried on Sailor Moon. I failed all the time. I can't. I'm failing right now. I feel like I'm failing at this right now. I gotta liquefy her. I'm like looking at one screen and I can tell something's off. I can't ever move the reference. Oh, why can't I move you? There. I can't ever move like the reference window. For some reason. I think it's a double-edged sword, both edges facing the same way. Statistically, here our grades are lowest. They've been for a long time. Meanwhile, work is also easier. My kids are learning stuff in grade 10 that I learned in elementary. The reference window is designed to fight artists. I agree. The school let me go 2 years ago for free. It's funded. Okay, I'll say this. Like, my brothers were homeschooled. And I don't know, again, I don't know if that's considered private as well. And because they were homeschooled, I gotta think of my thoughts. Thoughts, come to me. Please, come to me, thoughts. Like, for some reason, I'm thinking while I'm trying to draw, but I can't say what I'm thinking. Okay. My brothers were homeschooled. And there were times I would walk in while they were learning part of the homeschool. And I noticed that they were learning stuff I learned in college. And I'm like, why are they learning this? I learned that in college. Why are they learning this already? So I think it depends on the school system. It depends on also, like, if you're in the States, it depends on the state too, because each state has different requirements. Money's the hardest part of college for me. Question, is homeschooling effective? I think it can be, yes. If you're willing to put the time into it, I think homeschooling is probably a really good option for a couple reasons. One, you get that one-on-one. And two, if one, you have to have a smart person teaching you it. And I hate to say, if you don't have a smart parent, it's going to be difficult. It just will be. If you have a smart, my parents are very intelligent. So I will say that. They're way more intelligent than me. If you have a very intelligent parent that knows how to help you and give you that one-on-one, it can be a win, a major win. Than going to, I would think it could be even better than going to a public school. Locals that we were homeschooled around me are for knowledge than most of the kids are in public school system. I'm sorry, let me reread that. Locals that were homeschooled around me are far more knowledgeable than most of the kids in the public school system. Yeah, I think homeschool can be, I don't think always, but I think it can be better. Like, what about social life? So my brothers were part of sports, and so because that's the reason they were homeschooled. So we thought that they were going to become pros in a sport. And because of that, that's why my mom decided that they were going to be homeschooled. And I think that the sport itself had given them their social life. So they didn't really need, like, I mean, some homeschools here, what they'll do is they will be a part of a group, and that group will meet up every so often. I've seen that. I've also seen, like I said, my parents, they've had them through sports. What is this? And also I was in public school and played with homeschooled kids. We did sports together and played park. They are homeschooled, not jailed. I can be good, but my issue, a lot of them, is they don't have an open mind due to it. that can be an issue. I feel like if you're homeschooled, you need to have extracurricular stuff that you're doing. Or at least the parents really should put them in other extracurricular stuff, and it does exist. So I feel like if you're going to be homeschooled, that they do need. But I mean, okay, you say open mind. I went to private school where there was other kids, and I was super sheltered. I don't think that there's a problem in that, and I'll say why. I think being sheltered by what the world is like today is not a bad thing. I think if you learn it as an adult, it's shocking, because it is. I was shocked as an adult. But I think I would have gotten into things that I never got into as a kid. So like I didn't get into those things as an adult because I was sheltered. And I know it sounds really backwards, because a lot of kids, they go off the rails when they're sheltered. I think that when you are properly, like, you have to, like, your mind, you spend time in your mind, right? And you feed that mind with things that are either destructive or productive, or just entertaining in general. And so if you allow children to feed their mind with things that are destructive, then I think that that's not productive. I'm not one to believe in just sheltering though either, but I think that being sheltered does not make me any like more stupid. I don't know how to describe it. It makes you naive for sure in the beginning, but as an adult, I'm glad I learned things as an adult versus when I was a kid. Our teachers just clock out and kick their feet to the desks and scroll TikTok while kids scream and carry classrooms. I feel like a lot of adults just do that in work. They just like watch TikToks and YouTubes. That's why I say detox from social media. It will help you, make you feel good. I can be good. My issue with a lot of... Okay, sorry. I mean politically. Formed Sheltered to Fame, the Rose-Colored Sparks biography. I think that could work. From Sheltered to Fame. BRB 1 second. My daughter's wanting my attention. Okay. Man, we're getting into some heated topics while I'm trying to draw Sailor Moon. Politically, what do I think politically? I think a lot of kids are going to have their political beliefs, a lot of them, even if they're sheltered or not. The political beliefs will be based on what the parents believe anyway. Because a lot of times kids go with what their parents believe. I mean, there's jokes about it, even commercials. Like, you hate to be just like your parents, but it happens. Because, like, that's just what happens. You end up kind of liking and being like your parent. To be fair, whether homeschool, public school, private school, elementary, high school, college, or university, politics and religion are two things that always carry a crazy dichotomy. I fight strongly for policies, but religion I don't talk much about because it's a big rabbit hole. I will say, like, I think politically, I think that, like, people will have their opinions no matter what, and people stick hard to them. And I think it's a very difficult thing to change in a person because of based on a lot of things like how they grew up, what they think. I think it's just a difficult area. because a lot of people have nowadays, where politics I think used to be less feelings based, it's now totally all about your feelings. It's about how you feel. And I think if politics didn't bring that into it, and it was just like, these are the policies, cut and dry, you know, and I guess maybe that's not even possible. I think that politics would be different. Episode 3, Rose draws versus chat hijacking the subject. Always. This is always the case. It's not just episode 3, it's every episode of Drawing with Rose is like chat hijacking what Rose has, you know, has to talk about. Always. As she tries to draw fingers. As a kid, I was a lot more conservative, to be honest. I was only in middle school that I became a lot more left-wing. I'm not going to get too much into politics because that's not what this channel is. I will say though, like, each person has their own thing, okay, and it's hard to change that in a person, and it's just a difficult thing to change. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you're trying to get someone to see things your way versus another person's way, it's just hard because you have opinions on it. I'm on the belief though that if you have an opinion on something and I don't agree with it, I am willing to listen to your side. And I think that that's probably more important than the politics themselves, is being able to hear both sides. Politics is an art, my religion is an art, my belief is art. So art is just your God, is what you're trying to tell me. TLDR, each of their own. Yeah. I mean, just what everyone believes is what they believe. But I'm not going to talk about politics too much, just because this channel is mostly an art channel. And I'm here to make you have a good day. And I know politics can make you get upset, frustrated, XYZ, and I've said it, like, religion also, like, I'm not going to talk about religion either. I will say, like, I do believe in a God, and that's where I'll leave it. I'm not going to get like heavily into religion. Maybe someday, if I get like a big following and y'all really want to know like my beliefs and whatnot, sure. But like now I'm just an artist that draws art. Honestly, I hear both sides, but most of my friends mainly the same politic belief as me. So, you pray to Wallop, the Wallop god, the Wop god. I don't know how to say his name. And Sailor Rainbow is my hero. I see that. I just think it's important in anything to hear both sides of anything. Like, and I'm not just talking about politics. Like, I believe that to be true about everything. I'm open to hearing about things that I don't agree with. Like when Winter says that I am plateaued, I don't agree with him, but I'm glad to hear what he's saying. And then it turns out, well, maybe I do agree with him. Maybe my art is not progressed in ways that it should. And like hearing his side, you know, like then you start feeling, man, maybe I'm inadequate. But that's what you gotta do, man. Okay, I need to know what is why XYZ everyone's talking about, because I think of XYZ as Zexal summoning and Yu-Gi-Oh! What does that mean? What is XY? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Oh no, she's gonna Asmon our arses when she's famous, right? I'm just gonna do a 180. Like, we're gonna go from World of Warcraft to talking about politics. Maybe like Asmon. I like Asmon, by the way. I will say his content is like, it makes me laugh. I like Asmon. He's got good content. A lot of people don't like him, but I think he's hilarious. XYZ immediately makes me think of Pokemon. I don't know what this means. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are like speaking a different language. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I think the only god that I ate is the god of gaps. What are y'all talking about? I'm like, my brain's about to explode, guys. Like, 100%. I don't know what y'all are talking about. When Ash actually locked in. What are y'all talking about? I'm gonna start crying. XYZ summoning is a type of card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That has black borders and uses ranks instead of stars. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying. By the way, you were talking about your channel in Discord. I was curious because it actually intrigued me. I was wondering like what you meant by like, are you struggling with the kind of content you want to create? Do you want to create Yu-Gi-Oh content, or are you just like, I'm curious because like I want to know what you're trying to do, because you were talking about it. I found it interesting. I love talking about channel stuff because obviously as a YouTuber, I find that stuff like fun. Fun fact, I convinced some non-Canadian friends that because Z is pronounced Zed here, that we call zebras zebras. I don't know why, but I like that. I have heard that, like, Zed. I said channel after the stream. Like using uncertainty to explain God or something. It's such a stupid argument that I have to face. Are you talking about philosophy? I'm struggling. I'm not having identity as a VTuber because I make random content out of nowhere. Okay. I'm gonna say this because I am a VTuber, and I'm gonna say this like as a content creator. I have watched a lot of VTubers. I have seen content on other VTubers, and this is my opinion on VTubing. VTubing kind of allows you to be multiple things, I think, but you got to be careful with what those things are. Like I like to do a little bit of reaction, a little bit of funny. I also like to stream, and then I also do art, so a lot of my stuff is art based. What I have found though is that you guys, not you in particular, but like my channel likes anime stuff. So I think I'm focusing more on the anime aspect of my channel and the art aspect because I've built my channel on art, and that's what seems to get a lot of likes and a lot of things that my channel is interested in. You're preaching to the queen of the random talking to Rose. LOL. God of Gaps is a theological belief. Well, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. But I say zebra. Y'all are so funny. You're talking about like pronunciations of zebra. Not the best definitions. I give you an idea. I said Zed because that's what I've learned, Mr. Winterwolf. Zebra. I'm gonna start saying that now. Zebra. I say zebra, but I'm gonna start saying zebra. And you have to say it so much that grit and drinking maple syrup can only make it sound clean. I'm Canadian, so Zed here. Y'all are hilarious. As far as like, I'm no coach, by the way. I actually have a YouTube coach. I'm not a coach. To help you with your YouTube though, you have to find what your audience, so the question is first, do you have an audience? And when I say audience, do you have a minimum of 100 followers? I would say minimum of 100 followers, closer to like 200 to 300 followers. If you have 200 to 300 followers, my question to you is, what does well in your content? And you got to look at like your videos, like what videos do well, and what does your audience like to watch. So like a lot of times I've kind of tested my content, and you can kind of test like what your audience likes, but you also have to enjoy making it too. So like it's kind of zebras with honey sticks versus rose. Hockey stick. Why did I read honey sticks? Hockey sticks. Oh, my brain. We should send them a snippet I send you from Nixium. Yeah, so Winter has actually an awesome writer. He started off as a World of Warcraft player, from what I understand, and then he ended up actually doing research in World of Warcraft and started telling the stories of World of Warcraft. I will tell you, if you do content about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh! Has this, but what I find interesting is stories. If you are able to tell the story of Exodia, for instance. Like, this is the story of how Exodia came to be. I would even find that interesting. Like, I don't know if that would be something you would be able to research and find entertaining. If you don't enjoy that kind of content, don't do it. I'm just saying that, like, there's all sorts of stuff in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Realm, but you first need to make sure, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Your thing? Or do you want to do Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you want to find your audience through Yu-Gi-Oh? Because if you don't want a Yu-Gi-Oh! Audience, then you need to either create another channel, or you need to pivot your channel into what you do like. A lot of VTubers typically either do reaction content, or they have a thing that they like to do, like art or cooking or something. So, I mean, you could do Yu-Gi-Oh, but maybe you like to cook, or maybe you also like to do art, or maybe you like to do random card draws. I would pick 2 to 3 things for your channel as a VTuber. That's just me personally. But if you really want to niche it, I would pick like as close to one thing as possible. So like my brother actually made a channel. We kind of go back and forth. I'm trying to beat him because he's winning right now. We both made a channel. He made a channel on motorcycles, and he has specific motorcycles, and I think, thank you for joining the stream. He has specific motorcycles that he rides, and that he basically so he rides and he does working on and stuff like that. And because of that, I think his channel is doing better than mine, because he niched down so like into a specific niche that people like to watch. And so I'm gonna say like he is doing better, I think, than me, by only a little bit. I think he has like a couple more 100 followers than I do. The only thing about niching, so when you niche down, you're more likely to gain more followers. However, the more you niche, the less you will get of followers altogether. So the broader you are, the broader that you are in your niche, the harder it is for you to gain a following, but then you might be able to gain more of a following, if that makes sense. So it's harder, but you'll gain more. That's why I also mentioned the shorts content. Yeah, shorts help. Shorts help a lot, and it actually helps like to see what people are interested in. Because if you make a short and it doesn't really get any traction, because shorts are pretty cut and dry. If you make a short and it explodes, typically that's pretty cut and dry answer for you. Do people like that kind of stuff? And well, that, and has YouTube found your audience? Message gets split for being too long. Yeah. Are you talking about message on here? Alrighty, thank you for the info. That puts a lot in perspective. I hope that it helps. Because it's a lot of information. It's a lot of, and if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help. I'm a smaller creator, so like I'm not always to say I'm qualified to help, but I am willing to help if you need. Yeah, you read the niche part, and then the other two parts were split further up, yeah. I'm not a master at niching because I like too many things, but really, I mean, I actually like think niching and like creating multiple channels is better than creating one channel. That's what I've seen so far. I'm gonna also tell you that YouTube is an art. Like in general, it's like it is an art because you have there's certain rhythm to it too. That like if you don't get, people just won't watch it. I'll post info in the Discord too in my section. TLDR, randomized shorts, niching, long form, or Rose's idea of multi-channeling. Hey, if you look at what I have, the most random. Okay, gaming is a little random on my channel. Because I initially started this channel as like an art channel, so the gaming part's a little random. But I will say as far as my channel goes, I think the most random is my reaction stuff on my shorts. My shorts are probably the most random. But if you actually look at my channel, like even the Roblox ones is all art. It's all art stuff. Most of my actual videos is just art, and then I stream gaming. And I don't do a whole lot of gaming. YouTube makes 0 cents, 4,000 watch hours, 80k views, but 38 subs. I think it's because you have either a song or something. Winter, how is this for perspective? Look, we see behind her. But of course, it's like the same as this picture. Versus my first channel had 378 subs, but like 1,000 views and maybe 100 hours. So I will say this, like, something that happened in the past is different than something that's happening now. So like I would say like they've done updates, so I'm not sure like if an update was affected, if you were affected by an update now. Because things have updated a lot better, I think, since before. I think it's much easier to get discovered. Did you see what I sent you when before? And basically, YouTube is now doing collabs, which I'm not sure how that's going to be affected. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the collabs. But apparently, it looks like you can put both collabs on 2 different YouTubes. I thought that was very interesting. I think she looks good. Now we gotta fix the line art. Need to watch it still, but that would explain why I can invite collaborators to my music now. I find it interesting. I don't really know how the whole system is going to work. I don't know what the system will include, but I was reading up on it about how you can collaborate with now other people. I find that interesting. Tell Blue to make a YouTube and Curious to start. Are you talking about Blue Badger? Yeah. Does he not use social media? I know, right? I thought about that earlier, about canvas flipping. Oh my goodness, it looks terrible. I'm gonna have to fix some of this. I know, I should have canvas flipped earlier. Other than that, I think that's fine. I thought about it earlier though. I was like, maybe I should canvas flip, but I didn't. I was scared. I think it's funny you recommended it. He has a lurker account, but he hates social media, especially TikTok. Sometimes when he has a few drinks, I'll be like, so about TikTok, and it just unleashes him. So he's very anti-TikTok. It sounds like you both are anti-TikTok. Y'all don't like TikTok. You know, I have like mixed feelings about TikTok. I think TikTok has changed the game on social media. But I also think like if it works, it works. So therefore, like, don't change it because it works. I mean, if you're gonna make money kind of attitude. But it does make other social media, I think, a bit more difficult. So like everyone feels like they have to follow suit to TikTok, like Instagram and YouTube, by making shorts. But I can tell you, I have enjoyed making shorts in YouTube. So honestly, like, I don't see a problem with the shorts aspect of YouTube. More so anti-social media for kids and how it causes early brain rot. The angry redhead comes out when he has a few drinks and he's like, I need to calm down, followed by F TikTok. Does he have kids? Is that why? No, he wants them but doesn't have them. Is getting too old now. That's sad. I'm sorry. I know it's gotta stink, especially if he wanted kids, but he can't have them. Or he's just getting too old to have kids now. Back in his day. Back in my day, we used to kick rocks. I'm almost done with this. As done as I'm gonna be. It's been a fun practice drawing Sailor Moon. He's 41, really good with kids, great job with our kids, and our kids love him. He just never found the right person. I'm sorry, that's really sad. I see that Rune is streaming more now. Don't need a 7-foot giant kicking the door. Yeah, probably good. Now we're going to erase these lines. Rune, I want to be like the. I want this to be like my job. Then treat it like one, Rune. I agree with you, actually, 100%. If you want something to be like your job, you gotta treat it like it already is. But I think Rune deals with a lot, though. Look, it's so pretty. So like a lot of people that she buys from, they just don't they what? So like she buys from these like to get cosplay and it just doesn't work out. Your factory's like melting and molding that okay. So are you talking about her, like her own cosplay or stuff she sells? People rip each other off, especially the arts trades. That's not good. I was saying, like, the person I sent y'all, like, the picture I sent you guys, or I sent her, I think, she needs to order from her. She's a really good artist. A very good artist. But I don't know if it's the same thing that she's trying to cosplay. Like, she does really good stuff, but I don't know if that's the same type of cosplaying she was talking about. That's the only bad thing. But I feel bad if, like, she bought something, like, months ago, and it's almost been, like, at least half a year since, and she still hasn't gotten her stuff yet, or, like, no way of knowing of when she's going to get it. Like, to me, that's really bad. No answers, no start, just took the money. I know. What I want to know is, has she used these people in the past? I mean, I've bought cosplay before, and I can say I've never had that happen to me. I don't know why. I don't know how someone can just be like, here, I'll take your money, but oh, we just don't know when we're gonna start it, or I don't know, like, when it's gonna happen, but thanks for your money. Like, how? And good luck getting a refund, especially since our legal system's lawsuits to get refund basically non-existent. Never mind not getting her stuff. They say that this week that they haven't even started anything. So she can't get a refund? She was recommended to this person by a mutual. Said, mutual I find questionable. Maybe they were scammers. She was recommended this person. Oh, I already read that. See, I don't know. What I don't know about this piece is, I don't know if it, like, looks weird to me. I mean, like, on screen it looks fine. You know, the whole tattoo gate thing with the fox that was 30 minutes away from me, tattoo artist basically took the girl's entire life savings over art that was traced. And then when she asked for a refund, the police said, nope, you signed a TOS, gave her a ridiculous amount of money. That sucks. I just was wondering if she, I guess she can't get a refund. I mean, sometimes you can't with, like, art stuff. But they should start her art soon. I think that's ridiculous. Are they, like, on... What I wonder is, like, are they on, like, VGen or something? Because she could definitely write a review. Be like, hey, they don't start your art for months, if not years. I get heated over this stupid subject. Oh, the artist got torn apart on social media by a superhero. Be a hero. I mean, I'm actually curious to see who this artist is. Are they American? Are they not American? Are they from a different country? I'm actually kind of curious to see like what kind of artist they are and where they're from, and then like why is it taking them a year to complete cosplay that they should have already started. But like I see that as a problem in a lot of art, is that people purchase art from artists and they don't get it done for one reason or another, and they say, well, they blame it on something, right? And I just think that that's just wrong. Like, if you're paid to do something, then just do it. Don't give excuses, just do it. Now, if something like really bad happens, like tragic, whatever, I get it. But then maybe you should refund the person and say, hey, I'm not having good health. Maybe I had a death in the family, something bad, right? Just say, okay, maybe I can't do this, here's your refund. But you shouldn't take someone's money and then like not expect to do it or spend forever to do it. The amount of times I've had people just not make final payments to me for art is outstanding too. And the legal fees, get nothing. Yeah. That's where it's like, I'll make the art for you, but I'm not going to give it to you unless you give me a final payment. The person that ripped off Rune is Canadian too. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where it's hard, is like, if you can't get anything for which, you know, if someone doesn't pay, I won't give them the art. And it stinks because you spent time on it. It's wasted time. The incident with the portal art, no, I don't want to pay, give it back in high res. When I reviews, they absolutely trashed me online saying, I mean, all you can do at that point is be like, well, I didn't get my final payment. It's that simple. Like, if they trash you online, you just write your own statement and say, hey, I didn't get my own payment. So they can trash me all they want, but at the end of the day, like, I was supposed to get paid and they didn't pay what they agreed. It's hard to do that on Instagram. A lot of people do it on X now, X or Twitter. They write their own statement saying this is what happened. If they want to trash me, that's on them. But I think a lot of that goes on Twitter. Except online, people believe the first thing is said, which is usually trash talk. Not always. It depends on how much of an online following you have. I think your followers would want to know your side. If they don't follow you, then yeah, they might believe the person that's talking trash. But I think it depends on how much of a following you have, and it also depends on, like, I mean, like, people trash talk no matter what you do, right? They'll say whatever they want. But at the end of the day, like, their followers are going to believe them anyway because they're already their followers. But if you have your own following, I think your followers will want to know your side of the story. And I know you make good quality art, and I've seen it. But I also am more an impression, like, if I offend you, I'm sorry, but I could care less what people think about me in general. Like, I think people, if they want to think I'm trash, then that's on them. Then don't enjoy my content. Don't enjoy me. You're not worthy of me. Y'all are peasants. I mean, I lost about 2,000 followers. Yeah, I know. I heard your story. And that story is very unfortunate that happened. But I think that's the problem with like Instagram, because I think you had an Instagram. Instagram is harder to basically state your side. The only way you can state your side is to write a story on your storyboard to talk about it. Or you can make a post, which like it looks tacky on Instagram. And I think that's like where Instagram is not great, because if you were to do it on Twitter or X, it would look better because it was just a post. But I think the problem is that you were on Instagram, and Instagram, it's harder to argue your side. Because Instagram is for pictures. It's not really for making statements. And then there's only there for a day and a story. Then it's only, yeah, that's the problem. So I've seen this where like in Instagram, where like artists do make statements and they typically put it in the story. Sometimes they'll make a post, but the problem is Instagram is not really built for that. It's built for just pictures and videos. So the problem that you had was someone was trash talking you and you had no way to make a statement. And that's like, I don't know. I think that's a downside of the platform itself. I think that's the bad side of a platform, is you have no way to make a case on something like that. Another reason why I'm not a huge fan of Instagram. I used to be all about Instagram more so than any other platform, but now that I've seen X in action, X is a much better platform to be able to make statements, to be able to like post things. I think it's just a better platform. Post 2023 Instagram is a wasteland war zone for artists. I agree with that, and there's a lot of AI that's in Instagram now that's like crazy everywhere. If Instagram had like a posts area, I don't know how they would do this, but if they had like a pictures area and then a post area, I think it would have been easier for you to continue to maintain your following. Because then you can post a statement saying, this is my side of the story, but the fact is you couldn't. People getting accused of AI. It's been accused. Hell of you guys. I got accused on live. I know. Someone came on my live and was like, you do AI? I'm like, what? Can you not see me drawing this? I just chalk that up to being uneducated. So it looks like I'm gonna have to kind of draw a background for her. It's gonna be rainbows though, because she's gonna be Sailor Rainbow. Oh my goodness, you're writing a paragraph. Cat and Chat and Simnazar cover this too. Real artists being bullied out of existence of AI accusations. Been bullied off of a few servers, get accused, so layers, process, references, and... I mean, yeah, that stinks. I don't know why artists... I think it became a thing where people now want to go on a search to find people using AI. Everything even drew a graphic on a camera and people be like, that could be anyone drawing that. I think people are just on like a witch hunt. They're just on a witch hunt to find someone. They're on a witch hunt to find someone doing AI. I think I'm happy with this. Baby. What color is that? There it goes. I got smarter and stopped coloring everything. Why is it not going? There it goes. That is not what I wanted. Oh well. Now I just tell people to take my art and run through Hive AI detection, which is most accurate and most promoted AI detection, promoted by Samda's Art, Cat and Chat, Ethan Becker, and so on. I have to use it. I'm actually curious because I've never actually used it. I know you posted it, but I never used it. You know, this is something I never did until recently. I never did the color picker on pictures. I used to just come up with my own colors. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Fix that. Saves me the time arguing when they get the result. It's not AI. They usually... I think the problem is they don't know how to spot AI. And AI so far is still somewhat easy to spot. So I think it's having a hard time to spot AI. But I mean, if they want to think my art's AI, I mean, whatever. If they want to think it's AI, I'm just having fun drawing. You can import color palette from image. You can? Seriously? See, the older stuff is easier to spot, but current gen is literally winning art contest. Oh, you're saying like the current stuff? Yeah, but even then, like I did see that a current one won AI, but you can still tell it's AI. Obviously it's AI, you are simulation, it's not real, exactly. If y'all want to think I'm AI, that's whatever, man. I still think it looks like AI. Even, like, I know there was one contest that was recently won. I still think it looks like AI. I can still tell. I think it's odd that the Studio Ghibli one was still cute. Yeah. I still think it's strange that someone who's into an art company couldn't detect that it actually was AI. I find that interesting. Because the art was good. I mean, not the AI. The other art was really good. Like, even I saw some of the submissions were really good. Not the AI. I'm not talking about the AI. I just don't. When you look at it, it looks sloppy. But there are some that look at it and go, I can't tell the difference. Even Sam says he can no longer tell some apart. It's crazy. I mean, maybe now maybe it's getting better now. So I think I'm gonna make her have blonde hair, but she's going to be. I'm still making her rainbow moon. So she's gonna have like rainbows in her hair. Have you seen NVIDIA's AI? It runs, you know what? I'm already slightly dyslexic, and you're sticking words together. This person doesn't exist. Engine. It's creepy, accurate, some of them. I have not. Oh, to answer your question, no, I have not seen the. I have not seen any of the AI. I don't really dabble as much in AI. I'm so busy drawing and doing my own art that I don't really spend a whole lot of time in AI. I've seen like the only AI interaction I've had is through Grok. I'll post a site in Discord to you. What, for NVIDIA's AI? I don't really want to look at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're trying to show me AI, I don't really care for AI, so I don't really I don't really use it. And I probably won't play with it. I believe you. I just don't think I'll look into it. No offense. I just don't care. As far as like I think like I said, the only AI I've ever really used was Grok, and it was to ask questions about my YouTube channel. That's the only, or ask questions about certain things like that. And then if I Google something, Google will take a lot of the AI, it'll take AI and it'll compilate what people have written on websites. I have read that. So that's about as close to AI. No, you don't play with it. It just shows how realistic. Yeah, I mean, I can look at that. I just don't want to play with AI. The sim wears our faces. Soon the sim wears. See, that's creepy to me, and I don't like it. And now, like, they've made AI feel like a person. Like, when you talk to AI, it makes you feel good, makes you feel happy, and some, like, people, it like, even talks like a person now. It's just kind of freaky to me. Bruh, if you played with AI, I'll unsub. Yeah, I don't play with AI. I don't mess with it. I didn't know what you were, like, asking me to do. I'm like, I probably am not gonna touch it if it's AI. That's where it's like, I've considered, if, like, I actually get paid through YouTube, I've considered, like, making, or hiring somebody to make thumbnails for me. But, like, my worry is, if I did that, like, would they go and use AI? to make thumbnails, and I would prefer that not be the case. So you'd have to find a thumbnail person that makes thumbnails without AI, and I think that would be hard nowadays. Yeah, no, what I sent was NVIDIA's AI creating people out of thin air and making my skin crawl. Do I want to see this? Like, AI creeps me out. Like, I'm creeped out by AI. Like, seriously. I will look at it, but I am creeped out by AI, by certain things that it does. I just sent 2 pics instead. Okay, I'll look at them. Oh, is that people? Are these like real people? Okay, hold on. Let me save them. Let me save them, and I'll show y'all. Oh, is that a link? No, I don't want the link. Alright, I saved one. I will show y'all picture. 1 second. So you're saying this is AI? Like the scores are 15 out of 10. That's an AI person. So you're telling me this dude is AI? That's crazy. That's kind of creepy. Somehow looks like a high school gym teacher. Not gonna lie, that's kind of creepy. The kid one that you sent, the kid, that one just looks fake, or like it was a fake picture. That one's more creepy. That one, unless you sent me another one, because it's showing me a different picture, and I'm like, that one looks fake. That's Wilson. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Level of creepy. It's creepy. I mean, it was bound to happen where AI was gonna surpass humans. It was like gonna surpass like everything that we can do. And the crazy part, Meta bought like 2 million of these images for fake AI profiles for Boomer Book. Really? They bought them? Why would they buy them? Why would you buy them? I just don't understand why would you buy them if they're AI. Is it to like make them look like there's more people than there are? 4 billion endorsement went into AI profiles. But why would you make an AI profile? Alright, we're gonna start making her rainbow. Yes, that's exactly it. If a turtle can survive in the moon, why can't it survive with plastic? Wait, I didn't know turtles could survive on the moon. Wait, did someone send a turtle to the moon and I didn't know about it? Why can't it survive with plastic? They want it to feel more organic and alive, which is ironic and promotes dead internet. Okay, if they want to make a better platform, like if they want people to join their platform, they just gotta make it better. YouTube is always making their platform better. They're always updating it to try to make it better. Whether or not that is or isn't, their updates, you know, if you like it, don't like it. But they are trying to make it a better platform. And I think that if you want to maintain good people that you want continually to be important, you gotta keep updating the platform to what people want. I think that's what a lot of companies struggle with, though, is like what they think is good. And I'm not saying just with Meta. Like, I think Blizzard for a time had a hard time with this too, is like they think that something else is better, but yet the people wanted classic WoW. They didn't want to give classic WoW because they thought that it wasn't that good. And now that like they realize, wow, classic WoW is making Blizzard money, maybe we should give what the people want. And until a company figures that out to give what the people want, I think it's just they're gonna, you know, that's just like tactics. It's like people can buy viewers for platforms. Does that mean they're real? No, it doesn't. It just means that you're making yourself look bigger than you actually are. If you just worked on making better content, then you would be a better product. Turtles have been on the moon by accident, though surprisingly it was survived for an hour as an experiment. How does a turtle get up there by accident? Did it just like find its way into a spaceship and fly? How does that even happen? Which is ironic, promotes, oh yeah, dead internet theory. What, they can survive 90 days in space being bombarded by solar radiation, but can't survive a day without coffee. But okay, how does a turtle get to space? How do you accidentally put a turtle in space? Tell me. Help me understand. It's not the flex Blizz thinks it is. Well, okay, Blizzard finally was like, okay, we'll give what the people want. So they were like, we'll finally give the people what they want. And once they did, they ended up seeing more people subscribing to them. It is what it is. You stick them you stick them in a rocket and send them. They didn't realize there was a turtle. They thought it was a moon rock until its head popped out. Okay, I don't understand how that happens. I don't understand how, I mean, someone must have snuck, if they didn't know there was a turtle on there, someone snuck it in that rocket as a joke. Someone must have snuck it as a rocket, into that rocket. Right? Like, how does a turtle get into a rocket? Someone has some explaining to do. Look, I don't know anything about turtles on rockets. All I'm saying is, based on what you're telling me, there was a turtle on a rocket. And all I'm saying, okay, all I'm saying here is, how did they not know? Someone knew. Turtles don't just walk into rockets. Maybe mosquitoes, not turtles. You know how fast turtles can be kind of fast, but like on the ground, not like in the air. Someone's pet turtle accidentally came on board, climbing a freaking launch pad tower and went into space. He wanted to go to space. He was all about it. He wanted to go to space. It was honestly better than the Russians sending a dog. Turtle just was trying to get... Turtle is just trying to get the Dragon Balls. Turtle was trying to get to space to get the Dragon Balls. He wanted his wish. I could go with that story. Silly turtle. Space is for humans. And monkeys. So ultimately, the turtle didn't survive. It only survived an hour. The poor turtle did not survive. You know, I like turtles, like, a lot. I would totally have a turtle if I could. Like, if I had a pond, I would totally keep a turtle. But now you make me want a space turtle. That's like the upgrade of all turtle pets. Am I gonna lose people watching just by making her rainbow? Or do I gain people watching? We have a big pond behind the parents that always has little painter turtles. I love the little turtles. I like the turtles and the frogs. And not Flipper. Flipper's mean. No, it survived the trip back home, but it only stayed alive outside of space for an hour. So they found basically that turtles are the cockroaches of space. Is that what you're telling me? If they don't like rainbow, then it's cotton candy Sailor Moon. It's not Sailor Moon, it's Rainbow Moon, or it's Cotton Candy Moon. Colors shouldn't be a reason to lose audience. I mean, colors could be a real reason to lose audience. Like, what if you were colorblind and people discriminated against colorblindness? Then you might lose audience. Which, I'm just joking, by the way. I don't discriminate against colorblindness. They got him back inside after a walk in the moon. Like, hey, let's let this turtle go for a short walk in the moon. Do-do-do, have a good time. You know, speaking of blindness, I actually think I see color differently than the average person. Because if you look at all my art, it's super bright. And I don't know how to color any other way. So I like wonder if I perceive color differently than the average person. Hence why I'm still an artist. They got him back inside after a while. Okay, I'm colorblind and I'm not leaving. Oh, so like, okay, can you see all the rainbow colors? Like, what you can't see, like, certain things? My avatar looks red to me, but everyone says it's copper or brown. I need to look at your avatar. Ugh! AI faces showing up on my screen. It was under, Rate My VTuber, wasn't it? So, to me, it looks between a copper and a red. So this is your avatar. If that's your avatar, it looks between a copper and a red. I could see red in it. It's just kind of like a rusty red. But again, like I said, sometimes I think I see color differently than people, so I don't know. Hey, do I do custom artwork? Would you like to see some of my artwork? If you want to show your artwork, we have a Discord. You can post your artwork on the Discord. I will send you a link to the Discord. And, oh, it won't let me on this. Let me see. Give me a second. Here, I'll post it here. If you want to show your art, go ahead and post it on the Discord. Okay. I see yellow, green, cyan, and pink, I think. Autumn oak red on the sailor's hair. That is correct. So which cone, I forget which cones are, which cones can a colorblind person not see very well? Rainbow Moon's hair looking like ice cream on a freezer. Let's go. It can be Ice Cream Moon. So yeah, I want to know, I guess what I want to know is like, I heard this before, I just don't remember. What colors can you not see? I thought it was like red cones. Sorry, you're I'm getting other messages. My Instagram and my Discord. So if you want to show me your art, join that Discord link. Winter will help you in, and then you can promote your socials there, and I can look at your stuff. But it's hard to do it through here because I'm streaming to 3 or 4 different platforms. So, and I've got conversations going, so I'll look at it. If you want to post it in the Discord, and then I can pull it up. Some can't see red, some can't see green, mix of blue or green, so on. It's a spectrum. I thought that it was based on genetics, and that certain genetics, like, maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was specific cones, but maybe I'm wrong. Some light colors look a bit darker, but not much. But I see crimson. It's just dark gray. Okay. So, like, you have a harder time with seeing darker and lighter colors? Is that what you're saying? So is it hard for you to see distinguishing colors? Like if there's pink, is it hard to see purple? That's what I'm curious. And like, don't they make like glasses that like you can see, or am I thinking of something different? I thought it was like they made like these special glasses that like someone who's colorblind could see actual colors. Kinda like for me, when I see Zack Snyder's Superman, I was asked if he has blackish blue with his S being black. Hold up. Let me look that up. Let me look that up. Zack Snyder's Spider-Man. Are you talking about... You might have to send me a picture, because it's pulling up all sorts of stuff. You want to send me send a picture and then I can understand what you're saying? Just break the internet with the blue dress or yellow meme. I haven't seen that meme. So I also did a short on this before too. I don't know if y'all know this. So there are people that are colorblind, and then there's actually people that have an extra cone in their they actually have an extra cone, which makes them see a bigger color spectrum than regular people. I think that's fascinating. And women are more likely, yes, because genetically it would be women that are more likely to see colors. That is correct. But men, I think, are more likely to be colorblind, if I recall. I think men are more likely to be colorblind, and women are more likely to see more colors. But you have to get tested to know. Like, how would you know? I don't think you could know that if you were, like, had the extra cone. I thought it'd be interesting to get tested. I don't know. Rainbow moon. She's definitely colorful. Post dynamic poses and vanishing lines, horizon, focal points, breakdown for you to check later, show you my 9/10 understanding of focal points. I will, I saw that it was sent to me. I gotta look at it. My VTube model is doing push-ups. I was looking at something. How does my Sailor Rainbow look? Does she look fabulous or what? I posted in the server so anyone can view. Okay. Hi, Fanapin! I'm making Sailor Rainbow. So much color, so much wow, very rainbow. Do you like my Sailor Rainbow? I sent the pit and explained what I see. Okay. Can't wait for the first time the hi guy says hi in live. I know the hi guy never comes to say hi in live. Only on my shores does the hi guy say hi. Alright. Where'd you send it? You send it to welcome? Oh, we had someone join! I'm saying hi to the person who joined. We have dinosaur postings that I got to roast or toast. Fun. Okay, we got a tutorial. I'm looking for your post. Did you post it in chat or where'd you post it? The picture. Love it, so colorful. She's definitely a rainbow. Two winters in the server now. It's gonna be a cold server. It's gonna be real cold. We got Winter Lord and just Winter. Well, technically Winter Wolf, right? The server's getting bigger every day. It's going to take its own. It's gonna come, what? It's going to be its own thing. It's gonna reanimate and become its own living form. Our Discord. That is Hubby. Hubby is coffee. He is not smoking a pack a day. Are you smoking a pack a day? They're asking for smoking a pack a day from the coffee.
That was left.
No, but he's a vapor for sure. That's baby. Maybe I'll hear the baby. It's baby time. Bruh, reread that. I said the baby. Baby's not smoking a pack a day. Baby's just happy time. Baby is not vaping. No. Poor baby. Little baby screams. Can I do a gaming live? Okay, if I did a gaming live, what would I do? I can probably do a live tomorrow, but I don't know what live in gaming y'all would want me to do. We're introducing Rose to fame, already bullying the baby. Poor baby bullying. She's the sweetest baby on the planet. She's a very happy baby. She's like the happiest baby that exists. She's always smiling. You can get her to smile just about at anything. She is literally the happiest baby that ever existed. I guess she likes her own voice. Yeah, she'll literally scream just to hear herself. If you want to see scientific video on how gravity works, watch Rose play Peak. It should be called Can't Get Off the Ground. Look, Peak is not what I'm good at. I don't know if y'all could tell, but like the last time we played Peak, I was like super getting frustrated. Give that baby a hug. I give her hugs all the time and kisses. She is the happiest baby. Keniopet? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Quintopet? I don't know what that is. What is this? It has like really good ratings on Steam. It's a horror game? Why do you send me these horror games? Even my dad watched because it was on TV. Kids watched your stream. He was like, she's not very good, is she? Roasted by a 68-year-old. Ouch. But okay, a 68-year-old, I don't know, would they appreciate anime? Anime is, I mean, of course 68-year-olds can like anime, but it is generally a millennial generation type thing, right? Play Duel Links. Is that like a Yu-Gi-Oh game? Okay, but like FNAF only suggests horror games. Like never any like happy games. It's always horror. FNAF likes to watch Rose be scared. To put in perspective, my dad is a 2K WoW player in Arena. My dad is effing awesome. Gamer dad. That is awesome, Dad. I have been pretty good in Arena before too. Probably not as good as your dad though. So your dad doesn't like my art. What does he not like about my art? It's Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I could give Yu-Gi-Oh! Game a shot. But I would think you'd have to build up to it. He plays RTS games too, played Halo with my brother and I growing up too. Do you mean are you saying I wasn't good at Peak? Or are you saying he wasn't good at, my Peak gameplay. Okay, not my art. I'm like, dang, brutal. Peak gameplay, he said you sucked at Peak. Okay, let me rephrase this. So the first time I played Peak, I carried my team. I got to the first area. What is it? The area where you smoke your marshmallows. I was the one who carried my team. The second time I played, Katie was doing some parkour Katie was doing some parkour stuff that I do not know how she did it. So like I was failing miserably at this map. Said you stuck at Peaks. No, everyone likes your art in the house. Good, I'm glad. I mean, he can hate it. I don't mind if your dad hates my art. I'm just like, man, that's brutal. But if he just hates my gameplay, I mean, fair. I also gave my dad the deadweight lore. Dog deadweight. Okay, yes. Katie was the deadweight doggo. But this time, Katie was no longer deadweight doggo. It was deadweight Rose. I still have room to grow and have waited for GTA 6 to be released and can't wait for you to build that confidence. So, I've played some GTA. I'm not great at it. GTA frustrates me. Let me tell you about GTA. I have literally played GTA where, you're running around your car and you're smashing into everybody. And then I was driving in real life and I'm like, man, GTA is dangerous. I feel like smashing into everybody just to get them out of the way so I can get home. And it's not good. Not good at all. Dad hates modern art. He says BS that shows how little brain power society holds. LOL. But like, are we talking about dots on a wall? Or like bananas stuck to a wall? Is that what he means by modern art? Play Dark Souls holding the remote upside down. I couldn't even play Dark Souls like regularly. You want me to play with it upside down? I couldn't even play Dark Souls regularly. I still haven't beaten Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Yeah, the banana. I understand what your dad feels. I feel that way too. I don't understand the banana. Why won't it let me draw on you? Oh. Wrong color. She reminds me of like, what was that little kids thing? Magic Bright or something? Was that kids thing? I'm gonna look it up. So Magic Bright child brand. I don't know what it was called. It was called something like Bright. Bright. Rainbow Bright? Rainbow Bright. It's Rainbow Bright. That's what it was. That's what this reminds me of, Rainbow Bright. Look, it's totally Rainbow Bright. That's what this reminds me of, is Rainbow Bright. You could always play Muffan games at some point. I would love to. I put 40 hours into a piece and no one wants it, so Moron takes a banana to the wall and makes millions. I mean, he must put his heart and soul into that banana. That's nothing. They put a glass pane on a pineapple and it sold for $3 million. Rock some hardcore gameplay of Pajama Sam. No need to hide when it's dark outside. I'm sorry, I need to go. I have to help my mom. Bye, have a good time. Thanks for joining the stream. Like, this totally reminds me of Rainbow Bright. 100%. I gotta go finish stuff for college. Well, thanks for joining the stream. I am pretty much just gonna draw this, and I'm probably gonna end stream too, because it's been a little bit this morning, and I got some things I gotta do today. But we got a lot done with this piece. Show that project who's boss. Yep, you go show that project who's boss. Win at college. I think the light blue looks good. Oh no! Oh no! Why is it doing that? There it goes. Hey! Why will it not fill? She definitely looks like Sailor Rainbow. Maybe I should give her like pink shoes. A little bit lighter. Wow! This is super colorful. Somehow I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the shading. Teal mint shoes. You think I should do teal mint shoes? But her shoes are red. I don't even know why I did these. These should be like pink. Teal mint shoes. Maybe I should do like teal mint background with rainbows. Is this the color you mean? Oh, Sailor Moon shoes are red. Sailor Rainbow Cotton Candy Ice Cream. Well, I'm saying Sailor Moon's shoes are red. But like, her shoes can be like pink. I think it's too dark. I think it's beautiful. Oh, I need to do it on a background color though. You do it. Background its own layer. Come on, why does it not fill? Why won't you work for me for free? I only say good things about you, so I don't know why you're not working. Oh my goodness. Yay! Proof it's a simulation. Rose has only 6 layers, not 150. That's you. That's not me. I've got 7 layers, not 6. One might be a sketch layer, but it's still a layer. Actually, yeah. That's just the lazy artist in me that doesn't want to do it. Somehow, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the shading. Why won't you go? Oh my goodness. It doesn't want to color. Am I doing this on the background layer? No, I'm not. Lazy artist in me doesn't name layers. When I get frustrated, I'm like, what effing layer is that? The only time I name layers is if I'm making VTuber models. Then I will name the layer. I guess I kind of forgot to add her bow in the front. Did I really just do this? No! I put on the wrong layer. Now it doesn't even look right. Oh, I'm so mad. I was happy this background is sort of actually automatically 10/10. You mean from like because of the fact that it's just one color? 10 out of 10. It's gonna have rainbows. There. I'm probably gonna end it here to finish for today. Because I've got some things I gotta do for the day. So I appreciate all of you guys who enjoyed watching the stream. Again, I will post the Discord. Or yeah, let me post the Discord in chat. I'm posting it in YouTube chat. So any of you guys that would like to join the Discord, feel free to join the Discord and show your art. I need to draw a Sailor Canadian. She's sipping the maple syrup. You know what? If you draw a Sailor Canadian, I will do a short just on that. How about that? As like a reaction to my own art. But knowing you, you're gonna take a long time to make it. Good stream, Rose. Thanks for the art. I appreciate you. Thanks for critiquing and helping me see my mistakes. I didn't want to draw her hair the same because I actually like her hair. I wanted to have more hair flowing in different ways. So I'm actually happy I drew it this way, but see my illustrations of Froppy? The Froppy one, yes, and Ochako, those were really, really good. The Froppy was insane. Less than 2 hours? Well, then you can draw Sailor Canadian whenever you want to. But you have to add the maple syrup. And the, what, like Canadian mountains? But I'll make a short about it. If you end up making it, I'll make a short about it. Be like, well, this is Winter's Sailor Canadian. What if Sailor Moon was Canadian? I think that would be fun. I thought, sorry, my Thought OS broken? What does that mean? Yeah, she'll take about an hour or two. More accurate Canadian background would be a tense. Oh no. But sure, mountains. I want to see those pretty mountains. Yesterday I sound like Cosmo in the Fairly Odd Parents, and now it sounds like I'm Batman. You can be Batman. I mean, you're kind of Horseman, but you can be Batman. Although Cosmo from my Fairly Odd Parents sounds hilarious. The question is, do you sound as dumb as Cosmo? Because there's a difference between sounding like Cosmo's voice and like sounding as dumb as Cosmo. I might change her eyes. I don't really like her eyes right now. Honey and some tea for throat. Yeah, every time I make a short, now Winter's like, drink water before you make the short because you sound like this. Oh gosh, she says she has to go, and here we go again, hijacking the stream from out of nowhere. I know. Evo said Evo was leaving, and now Evo comes back and says things, and now I'm continuing the stream because of Evo. Ah, my VTuber's going crazy! Now your VTuber is doing those squizit. I know, it's going crazy. Look, I don't have a head. Thanks, Winter, but I don't have tea. That's so sad. I ain't hijacking no one. I was trying to leave stream, but then like you came in and were like, I'm gonna tell you what. That's a Z. It would be squizedzits. So is that what you're taught? That Z is Z and not Z? It's Z? I'm just testing colors right now. I don't know if it'll look good. Yeah, it's Z. Makes the same sound as Z, but yeah, the letter Z, so I mean it. Okay, fine. We'll call it Z. Winter, I gotta ask you a question. So, if you were to color her hair, like if you were to give it shadows, right? You would use darker color, right? Or would you use darken? Or would it be a multiply layer? What would you use to do shadows? Dragon Ball Z. That's hilarious. So, is it multiply layer? Or is it darken? I need an answer. And I need to know what shadow to use. I guess just give her a little bit of shadow, see what looks best. Darker color, darken, or multiply. I use normal. That doesn't help. 70% opacity clipping mask. Color drop, ambient lighting. That doesn't help. I think it's multiply. You just take the extra mile on all of it, don't you? It's multiply. I figured it out. Sky is blue, shadows are dark blue, sun is yellow, highlights would be yellow. If reflected, the light is red, equals reflected. Highlights and low ambient light are red and orange with yellow. Main highlights, let's go, bruh. I feel like I just learned a whole lesson. Maybe we could react to Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles. Their episodes are 4 minutes long. Each of you can. Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles, 4-minute long episodes. That seems like it's really short. I'm not really a Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel though. That's the only thing. Like, I could do it for you guys as fans, but I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. Like, I did do the one Yu-Gi-Oh! Drawing, but like my audience isn't particularly a Yu-Gi-Oh! Audience. I'm just anime in general. Now I can do like a one-off. AKA your lighting and shadows obey the environment colors. I don't obey anything. Rose obeys nothing. Rose is a rebel. No, that's fine. We can do something like that, like as a fan-based thing. I would rather probably play a video game. If you wanted me to try a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game, I could try one. If you want me to try like your game, that might be a better way to kind of ease into something like that, because really reacting to Yu-Gi-Oh! Content is really not really my niche in my YouTube journey. I wonder what the rest of the chat are doing. If so, send it after stream. Oh, is my Sailor meme gonna use references you're using? You don't have to. You can just make whatever Sailor Moon you want to make. You be your own person. Evox, if you want to send me information on the game that you want me to play, I will look into the game. Because I think you suggested a game for me to play. You know, I was going to leave, and y'all have kept me here for a lot longer than I expected. I'm still like coloring her, and I was gonna like leave. Yeah, send me games you get. Maybe, do we have a games channel? I'll put it on Discord. What games, if y'all want to suggest games, I'm open to trying games for streaming. Good, because I changed the pieces drastically, so it's not one-to-one copy to reference. Just use what you want. I'm gonna finish coloring Froppy and start on Sailor. Sounds good. I'm excited to see your Froppy. But yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna make a games channel. Maybe like suggested games. I know I have a suggested content channel. If you want to put that under suggested content channel, actually, what I'll do is I'll change it to suggested content and games. And then what you can do, you can post which games you think I should play, what content. But I can let you know which ones we can try out next. But guys, I think I'm gonna end stream here because I've got some things that I need to get done, some things I need to do. So, guys, like I always say, don't quit creating, don't quit having a good time, have fun.
It's fucking Linux.